Okay, good podcast. All right, Guten Morgen is Shantae Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorn and Brown Sugar Talk on Instagram. I gotta get my hair clips. Time to save the world. Where in the world is all the time? I thought, man, I can go through a whole Erykah Badu CD and just like talk about how it relates to my life. So I thought about that for a second. I was like, maybe I should do that. I think I'll do that one day. It could be today. I'm off today, so it could be today. So I'm going to do 2 shows today. One on Brown Sugar Talk and one on Black Unicorns. And 2 on Brown Sugar Talk and 2 on Black Unicorns. Okay, so today is always about just giving yourself permission to, because you have to give yourself permission, especially if you grew up in a situation where, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this don't matter how much money you have. If you had parents that beat your ass, I mean, you have to really give yourself permission too, because you don't understand how beating can stop your ass from doing a whole lot of shit, even good shit you supposed to. Bitch, don't brush your teeth. Let them beat you the right way. You gonna brush your teeth, you'll be preaching it to, do not brush your teeth. You know, you'll be preaching that shit to every motherfucker. You like, this shit fucked up. So, I don't know, you gotta give yourself, first off, it's not on this list that I'm using. First off, the permission to retaliate, motherfucker. Get the fuck out. Some stuff just don't be right. So, that's the first thing. Like, just give yourself permission. Hey, Alonzo. Hey, Alonzo. Okay, y'all. So, yeah, oh, shit. Just give yourself permission. The fucking phone is falling. So I gotta move it over. So, yeah, I don't know what I just did. Did I just write on here? Oh, that's my that's my microphone. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So, yeah, give yourself permission to, now I cannot see my screen. Give yourself permission to retaliate from your parents. I'm serious. Like, you cannot owe your parents a lot of stuff. And now Alonzo on here is like, give yourself permission to not have to go in debt or go into other situations for your parents too. Because that shit, I mean, you love them, but it's like you can't do wrong for your life and all that stuff. So, yeah. But that just came up in my head. I'm sorry, Alonzo. I'm not saying nothing else. I don't think that's what happened, but I'm just saying. Okay, so to not do it all, I had cousins that used to be out in the streets, and they be out in the streets for their mom. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they used to go to jail, they rob people, all the different stuff, and that's what I'm saying. So it's like you can't. How much allegiance do you have to your family to the point where you would just fuck up everything? You don't want to do that. So that's what. Okay, have permission to not do it all. That's the first thing on this list. Y'all can't do it all. That's why people be cracking the fuck up trying to be me. You looking at the shit I do, and people be really trying to be me. They'll be like, I'm gonna pick one thing, and I've done all of it. So it's like, well, I can't do everything she do. Well, then realize that to move the fuck on. You know, I was just thinking about something when Chris had the pomegranate, and he opened it up for me, and then he just sucked all the juice out, y'all. I'm talking about, they look like mashed up sunflower seeds. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all the juice gone. The bitch is just naked. Like, it's just the seed. Like, it ain't even, like, the skin don't even look like the skin. Like, he done sucked it so hard. You see what I'm saying? That the juice, like, it's like the skin on the pomegranate, where it just, like, stuck to the seed. I'm like, motherfucker. So I tried doing it, too. I can't do it. So that's the problem. Like, it's like, you had a permission to not do it all. So I can't do it. I was like, Chris, you just better than me. And, I mean, he just sat there like, okay. But, I mean, it's like, that's what I had to do at that moment. Just give myself permission to not do it all. Because I couldn't do that shit. I couldn't do it. I was kind of mad about it. Okay, I have permission to not have a plan. So some people, you know, in college, some people will be mad at the person that had, like, that took all the courses. But it's probably because they indecisive because they can use both sides of their brain. That's what I'm thinking. Like, you know, the person that what is it called, in curricular activities studies or something. I don't know. It's like where they just take a bunch of shit. They just be like, fuck it. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do when I graduate. And so people would actually kind of look down on them like, you don't have a major, but it's like, bitch, I could take over the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if you really look at it or whatever, you would be like, this person can do like so much more than me. That's why it was like so good going to SIUE, because like even though I'm not an actress and but I'm part of theater, I gotta take acting class. I just gotta take acting 101. So it's like that's so cool. Like it's like an introduction to something. If you're a communications major, you gotta know how to work the camera and you gotta know how to work the sound on the microphone. So it's like everything you take it. But then if you are an art student, you gotta take photography, and you can pick from all these different art classes. So you can take a 101 or you can like focus on it. So that it's like that's the best thing about going there. It's like your first 2 years is really just bullshit, like writing, reading, all that shit. And then when you start to get into your major, you start to see that, okay, I can focus on this right here. And they teach you like about credit and all. I mean, it's like some classes you just have to take. So some people, when I tell them about how I had college, they just be like, how did they do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we don't have to just choose one thing and not be introduced to others. And so that's the best part. It's like, if you think about my major or what I did in college, all of it matches. Like, I'm a photographer, but I did take a camera class. I just couldn't finish the class because I ended up hurting my foot. But it's just the whole thing of just like how all that meshes together. Like how ceramics and graphics can go together. Because you put graphics on the coffee cups and all this different stuff. So it's just that's all. It's just like SIUE was just like a good part of education for me. So some people are actually surprised by um surprised by the education that SIUE gives us for the price. It's an excellent education. So next, you have permission to be imperfect. Don't try to wake up and be a fucking psycho. You are not a toddler, bitch. Like, for real. That's what toddlers do. That's why they kill you. They could kill you if they had to take care of you. You wouldn't know. They would bring you some bleach to drink. It's not a joke. Like, it's like, I am taking care of you. Drink the water. Drink the water. Eat this food. It'd be like dog food. Like, they don't care. It was one video of this little girl. She had a mouse in her hand. Caught the mouse. Her mom was like, what do you have in your hand? And she has a mouse. She's like, but I love it. And look, she's squeezing it. But I love it so much. And it's because they actually are psychopaths until they get to a certain age. So it's like, that's what would happen. So it's like, that's a psychopath. That's why I always say my psychopath hurts like 2 buns and two and what is it, ribbons. Because that's some psychopathic shit. Kids are bad, honey, and they not trying to be. So it's like to be perfect is kind of psychopathic. You'll hurt people, and I've been there. Like, I'm a perfectionist. It's like I would actually want to hurt people. I had to really realize that when I had my son. I was making a video, and he wouldn't go to sleep, and I was mad. Like, I'm talking about gritting my teeth, man. Like, get in the bed, And I don't cuss at my son or anything. And it's like, I really want to beat his ass for nothing. And it's like, well, then the guy comes up with this thing, the 80-20. I was like, I'm finna calm the fuck down, first off, and not put that pressure on myself as a parent, because I'm not young. I wasn't young when I had my kid. So, I was like, okay, wait a minute. Now, if it's 80-20, the 20% is him. So it's like 80% of my work goes into my class and 20% goes into putting it into something else, another project. This is a Google thing. And so the 20%, I just made the videos with him. And y'all, I got some of the cutest pictures. That's how we did Roar. We did the videos about what is it? Oh man, Count on Me. We did that video together. So it was just like, oh my God, and now I work with him, and it's like the best fucking thing I do is for me and him to sit down and just have like time to work together. Because it's like I never thought that as a person, like this kid could be my partner, and ever since then he has been my partner. I don't like to get upset like that. You have permission to have bad days. I'm talking about and soak it up. Look, y'all, if y'all have a bad day, I'm talking about really experience the motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't want to have a bad day, just say to yourself, this is all I'm going through. But if you have a bad day, I'm talking about really sit there and experience it. I'm talking about almost to the point you just pee on yourself. I'm not joking. Like, it's like, why have a bad day and not just really experience the day? You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, just fucking drool down your shirt. Just like let water and shit, like, just eat some spaghetti and let the shit get all on your shirt and just sit there and watch fucking TV. Eat some popcorn, let that shit fall on the fucking floor. I'm talking about get drunk. I mean, it is just be like, why do people take a bad day as a bad day? It's like I'm taking it as a day of like, I'm about to experience how fucked up life can be. And it's just one fucking day. I mean, over exaggerate the shit and everything. You stub your toe and that bitch hurt. I'm talking about just act fucked up until that motherfucker stop. I mean, for real, just be fucked up. I'm gonna drink some bourbon, bitch. My fucking toe. You know, like, it is like, especially if you young. Don't do it to the point where you get on people's nerves. Because this is the shit I can't do by myself. I'm not joking. Like, it's like, I really like to experience life. I like the feelings, the going through it, and all this different stuff. I'm not gonna do this shit like for me to get on somebody's nerves. What I'm saying, I'm talking about really fucking experience it. Eat a whole carton of fucking ice cream. Like, I mean, for real. Y'all know, y'all remember that shit I had got from fucking Whole Foods, that peach ice cream? Man, the peach cobbler, that shit was so fucking good. I cannot get them to deliver this shit to me for nothing. Like, I gotta go up here and get the shit. It's if it's there. I think it was there for like a limited time. The shit is good. Why do they always take the peach cobbler ice cream off the fucking shelf? But anyway, yes, just do that. Okay, give yourself permission to make mistakes. Remember, cross that bitch out and just keep right. That's it. Apologize and just keep right. You can make a mistake. And sometimes, because mistakes make you have anxiety. So, some people, because you're a perfectionist, you start to have anxiety. Or somebody in your house can make you do it too. Somebody just like, you combed your hair? You got on that thing with your hair all over your head? Who the fuck are you? You know, it's like they just be going. You just be like, what the fuck just happened? And so it's like you just get anxious about it. So now every time you get on camera, you gotta have your hair done. You gotta have your teeth brushed. Fuck that. Just get up and do the fucking show. And so it's just like, that's it. Like, that's it. Like, you don't have to dwell on bullshit. Don't let that shit make anxiety for you. And plus, it's not a mistake. It's just you learning life. You see what I'm saying? It's like a bad day. Experience that shit. You have permission to feel lonely. You do. And I'm not going to give it to you. I'm sorry. Hold yourself. Listen to some music that relates to you. Read poems. Read books. It's like, get into characters. I don't fucking know. But you don't have a reason to be lonely. Like, I hate that too. It's almost like that's something that people push on to people too. Oh my God, you're by yourself. So are you lonely? It's like, nah, bitch, I'm not. Like, I actually like myself. Like, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Play I'm so hood, ho. I mean, it is like so much shit you can do instead of just saying you lonely. For what? Light a candle and make a bath for yourself with some fucking roses. What have you been wanting to make? Create an apothecary. What about your business? How your money doing? Like, it be shit you can really talk about. Instead of you just sitting there, I feel low. For what? For fucking what? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I don't know, because you want some dick or some pussy or something. Like, what the fuck is it? Masturbate. It's just like, where do people get that from? Stop.